Welcome back. It's week 4, day 4, so we're working on protein today and we're going to do chicken. So I have drumsticks and chicken thighs, one because, just because you want to serve dark meats to your baby because they tend to be a little bit juicier. The chicken breasts tend to be a little bit too dry for them, so when they're chewing they need juice or the cooking liquids in with them. So that's just a reminder. So we're going to go ahead and take these chicken drumsticks out. I'm going to go ahead and start my pan on medium-high heat because we're going to brown these or sear them. And I'm just adding a little bit of avocado oil to the bottom of the pan so it doesn't stick so much. So these are skin on. We can peel the skins off before we serve to our baby. I also have chicken thighs here. Okay, we are making chicken adobo. Yum. I actually, whenever I was I've known this lady since I was a little bitty baby, and I moved back to Panama City Beach when I was in high school, and I ended up living with her for a little while. And she's actually from Guam, and I believe her father was Japanese. Anyway, so she actually taught me how to make chicken adobo, but we're going to do a little bit differently for Noah's meal. Hers is quite a bit more simple, which I do love. And I can actually put her... No, never mind, I'm not. Which I do love. But we're just going to make his a little bit differently. Okay, got the pan nice and hot. We're going to go ahead and add these drumsticks in. Okay, so it's been about 2-3 minutes. We're going to go ahead and flip these. Cook this for about 2-3 minutes on this side, and then we'll add the rest of our chicken to the pan. So while these are still browning and we still have another batch to do, I'm going to go ahead and cut up 2 small onions. You can also do 1 large onion. Went ahead and got ahead of myself and started cutting it, and I was like, oh, I gotta film. So, just gonna cut this in half. Cut the ends off here. Just get rid of these skins. Right. So I'm gonna do, before I cut this, we'll go ahead and transfer these chicken pieces onto a plate. And then I'm going to add the rest of our chicken thighs. Alright, I'm going to cut about 1 by 1 inch squares. Just do a rough chop. remember, your baby's not going to be eating the onions, so it's just for flavor for him. Ooh, it's getting me. A strong one. All right. Save those for later. So while these are cooking, I'm going to go ahead and chop this onion up. I did wash my knife. You can use 2 small or 1 large onion. I'm just going to use this one. That's all I got at the moment. And cutting in about 1 by 1 inch squares roughly. Okay, those are ready. So as soon as we take this chicken out, we'll put the onions and garlic in. And now that I got all this off of my face, oh, this is emotional cooking today. The onions always get me. They always have. I've always been so sensitive, but it doesn't help that my allergies are so bad. So we're just removing this chicken. My allergies are so bad, and then on top of that, I get some really strong onions, which I don't always cry every time I cut onions, but I'm never gonna make it as a chef. Could never make it. Anyways. Alright.
That's some unity.
Anyways, we're gonna toss these onions out. Oy. I'm gonna turn this back on to medium-low heat. We're gonna add the avocado oil back into the pan. I'm gonna toss this onion in. And then we're gonna do about 4 tablespoons of garlic, minced garlic. Okay, so now that these have become a little more translucent and we've scraped all the bits off the bottom, we're going to go ahead and add 1/3 cup of coconut aminos. And we're not using soy sauce because Noah has not had soy yet, which is one food allergen. Okay, 1/3 cup. We're going to do 1/2 cup of vegetable broth. This is low sodium. And then 1 cup of rice vinegar. We've got a little bit left over, so we're going to pour the rest of that. Now my aunt used to actually use the white vinegar, which is totally fine. 1 cup. Put that in. We're going to add a few bay leaves to it. So she calls for 5. I don't know if I have necessarily 5. So we'll just add in a few and a couple halves. Alright, okay, we're going to add our chicken to the pan. For the thighs, I like to put them like kind of down where the smooth side's up. I don't know that it's really necessary, but that's just the way I've always done it. chicken thigh. Alright, last one. Okay, now that this has started boiling, we're going to go ahead and cover it and then cut it down to a simmer. Cover. Cut down to a simmer for about an hour. We'll come back and check on it then. You can stir it occasionally. It's not going to really be much. I mean, it doesn't look like it's going to be a lot of juice in there, but when it's done cooking, it's going to be a lot more than what it seems. Alright, this is done. It's been an hour. We're just going to turn it off. So for him, you're just going to serve the chicken into pinky-sized pieces, or you can serve the whole drumstick itself. For time's sake, we're just going to cut ours into shred it into pinky-sized pieces. And then for adults, you can take the chicken and put it over some rice. Alright, we got the chicken and its juice. What do you think, man? Okay, we substitute the two familiar foods for 5 minutes each. We just went ahead and did both of them together. He doesn't really care for the polenta, so we're just mixing them together. Good job, buddy. Thank you so much for watching our baby-led weaning videos. We really do hope you're enjoying them, and if you are interested in following along, I would suggest just starting from the first video. If you want to know whenever we put out more videos, go ahead and click the subscribe button, and that way you get notified of whenever there's new ones coming out. Thank you so much. Say bye. Bye.